विदुनरिदं रचयाखिल दर्शन तत्त्वविदं भवशङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम्। भवता जनता सुहिता भविता निजबोध विचारण चारुमते कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकविदं भवशङ्कर देशिक मे शरणम्।
It's a very blissful experience for me, Swamiji, to moderate this session. You are such a divine luminary who is soaring the spiritual skies on his golden wings. I thank you for being here today. Swamiji, if I have to ask you, what is the meaning of the word Vedanta?
Well, Praveen ji, thank you very much, first of all, for having me here. It's a pleasure and a privilege to be in this beautiful hall, an historic hall, Bharat Bhawan. Now back to your question. What is the precise meaning of the word Vedanta? If you look at the word Vedanta, it literally means Veda Anta, the end of the Vedas or the culmination of the Vedas. Technically, it means what is called the Siddhanta, the final conclusions or the highest teachings, the final teachings of the Vedas. A technical definition of Vedanta would be, Vedanta is the source of spiritual knowledge called Upanishads. Vedanta nama Upanishad Pramanam. There is a source of spiritual knowledge, which is the Upanishads. Those texts are called Vedanta. That's the meaning of the word. But let me give a little more expanded meaning. Swami Vivekananda, when he went to the West, and he went as a messenger of India, messenger of Hinduism, and a messenger of Vedanta there. So the way he conceived of and taught and spread Vedanta is taking the entire spiritual heritage of India, and that the whole thing in his view is Vedanta. And that is justified in a sense, because all our spiritual heritage, Sister Nivedita says, when Swami Vivekananda stood up to speak in Chicago in the World Parliament of Religions on September 11, 1893, behind him was 5,000 years of patient development in spirituality in India. So this 5,000 years or even more of history of our development of our thought, our culture, especially our spiritual culture, all of it taken together. The philosophies, the various schools of thought, the yogic practices, meditation practices, the rituals, the stories, the values, all of it together. Swami Vivekananda saw Vedanta in this global sense. Indian spirituality is Vedanta.
So as you said, Vedanta literally means it is the end of the knowledge.
The highest knowledge or the final culmination. And not in the sense of an absence of knowledge, but the final culmination of all knowledge.
So you enter, from realm of knowledge to the realm of realization, a state which is beyond words. Is that the culmination of Vedanta?
Yes, state beyond words. Well, let me extend it a little further now. The Upanishads themselves are, of course, Vedanta. But then another aspect of Vedanta are the various schools of Vedanta which developed over various interpretations of Vedanta. Multiple interpretive traditions have developed over centuries and millennia. So, for example, right now we are celebrating the Ekatma, the oneness of all existence, and this is fundamentally based on Acharya Shankara's work. Now, he belongs to a lineage which goes back before him to his guru Govindapada, to his guru Gaudapada, and all the way back to the rishis of the Upanishads. But that particular interpretive tradition is called Advaita Vedanta. So that's one school of Vedanta, where what you are saying is more precisely true, that there is a truth There is a knowledge which takes us beyond just cognition, it takes us beyond language to an ultimate reality. So that's the way the Advaita Vedanta would be expressed. But there are other traditions also. I said Upanishads are the central texts of Vedanta. There's another text which is central to Vedanta, which is the Bhagavad Gita. If you, in the Vedantic tradition, if people ask, tell us one text which is most well known and most popular, most beloved, that would be the Bhagavad Gita, where Sri Krishna draws upon the Upanishadic wisdom and teaches Arjuna. But there is a third text, a little more abstruse. This is called the Brahma Sutras, where there is philosophical consideration of the issues which have arisen in the Upanishads. And this Brahma Sutras, these have been commented upon by great masters, and those who wrote these authoritative commentaries on the Brahma Sutras, they are technically called Acharyas of Vedanta. So Shankaracharya, based on his commentary of the Brahma Sutras, on which Advaita Vedanta, the classical Advaita Vedanta stands. But there is also Ramanujacharya, Vishishta Advaitavada. Then there is Madhvacharya, Dvaitavada. There is Shuddhadvaitavada of Vallabhacharya. There is Nimbarkacharya, which is Dvaitadvaitavada. There is the Achintya Bheda Veda school of Vedanta. So Vedanta is all of these.
Swamiji, if you have to put, the philosophy of Vedanta in nutshell, in few words, not a very lengthy explanation, but in nutshell, if you have to put across to our audience here and to the world who would be watching these conversations later on, the Oneness Dialogues, how would you put, the philosophy of Vedanta in nutshell?
I'm at an advantage here because Swami Vivekananda has done all the homework and groundwork for us. So he has put Vedanta, he said Vedanta is basically these two things. One is the divinity within us, and the second thing is the oneness of all existence. So our real nature is divine, and our means everybody, all of us, all human beings, all sentient beings, there is a divinity within us, our real nature. And this entire, this tremendous universe spread out before us, this extraordinary diversity, there is a oneness. Ultimately, there is an underlying oneness. This is Vedanta. Swami Vivekananda, this is Swami Vivekananda's words. Vedanta is the future religion of humanity. Why? Is it any problem with other religions? No. But the thing is, there are certain aspects of Vedanta which make it suitable, which I also see all the time. One aspect is rationality, logic. Whatever question you ask, there is some clear thinking about it, or at least some way of finding out a clear answer about it. At no point will you be told, maan lo, vishwas kar lo. No. So rationality, inquiry is the basis of Vedanta. That's one great advantage. In this day and age, when a day and age of scientific inquiry, skepticism, atheists, so I found that is one advantage of Vedanta. Another advantage is impersonal in nature. It's not saying that you have to believe it. Even Adi Shankaracharya himself, he is there, which is completely impersonal. At no point is he saying you have to worship me or I am the founder of your religion. Not at all. He's always happy to keep himself in the background. The importance, what is Shankaracharya called in the Himalayas? Bhagavan Bhashyakar, the great commentator, Lord commentator. It's a knowledge-based thing. He is transmitting knowledge to us. It's an impersonal system. However, it is not against personality. Vivekananda said it's an impersonal system with scope of any number of personalities. If you have a personality-based system, if X is my guru, X is my teacher, X is my avatar, X is my prophet, or whatever I call it, then it becomes against all other. Y, Z will now be excluded because only one personality I will catch hold of. But if you have an impersonal system of knowledge, an impersonal system of spirituality, limitless existence consciousness place, then X, Y, Z, A, B, C, D, jitne allow personality, as many avatars, as many prophets, as many masters, as many Buddhas, as many Jinas, you come, all are welcome. All are welcome. Easily you can accommodate everybody. That's another advantage of Vedanta. So again, Vedanta is based on harmony. Vedanta is based on harmony, not on rejecting others, but harmonizing different religions, harmonizing science and religion, harmonizing your secular life, so-called secular life and spiritual life. So this idea of harmony, which is very necessary for the world today. multiple advantages are there, because of which I think Vedanta is the future philosophy and spirituality for humanity. People may not use the name. People may not use the name. They may be against using the name, but the idea will be there. That has come from Vedanta. Professor Jeffrey Long, he teaches Hinduism in Elizabethtown College in the United States. He told gave an example. He said, people in the US, many people have Hindu ideas, but they don't want to identify as Hindu. They will say, they will criticize Hinduism. They say Hinduism is 3C, caste, cow and curry. Caste, cow and curry. So they criticize. And he was talking with one lady, American lady, and she was saying, no, I am not Hindu, I am not Hindu. And she's saying many things, and finally she said, I have to go, it is time for my puja. So they may not, we also don't say that you have to accept the label. All right, the ideas will transform. The ideas are of, Swami Vivekananda said, first of all, we must equip ourselves with these ideas. We must have confidence in this, and to some extent at least realize these ideas in our life and in our society. Then we can confidently share it. Vivekananda's words, share it with other nations of the world for the benefit of the world. We have no desire for name and fame. It is for our benefit and for the benefit of the nation and benefit of the international community, benefit of future generations. So Vedanta is definitely the spirituality and philosophy of the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Guru Pungava Pungava Ketanate Samatamayataam Nahi Kopi Sudhi Sharanagata Vatsala Tatvanidhe Bhava Shankara Deshika Me Sharanam. किञ्चन काञ्चनमस्ति गुरो धृतमेव विधेहि कृपां सहजां भवशङ्करदेशिक मे शरणम्. भवशङ्कर